David Baye here from MuscularDevelopment.com. I am here with your current Physique Olympia Champion, Mark Anthony, and the guru, George Farah. We're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for the 2014 IFBB Pittsburgh Pro. Mark, obviously coming off the biggest win of your career, any physique competitor's career for that matter, after the 2013 inaugural Physique Olympia. Talk to us a little bit about what you've done between, earning the Olympia title and the Pittsburgh Pro, and not just from a training or a prep standpoint. Tell us a little bit about what it's been like to be the first Physique Olympia champion.
It's quite the honor to be the first men's Physique Olympia champion. It's something that George and I have been working towards since the birth of the division. He actually said to me that I'd be the first Mr. Olympia for men's physique a long time ago, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. But it's nice to know that we've been together for almost 4 years, and he's been by my side and believed in me since day one. But it's an incredible feeling. I feel like it's my responsibility to carry the flag, and I'm happy that I am the guy to carry the flag, to encourage guys in the FPC that are coming up to take part in this division and to strive to always better themselves. And I'm looking to defend my title, and I feel good at the age of 34. I'm ready to keep going, So I'm going to represent the league with integrity, and I'm real happy about it.
And he's going to look good while doing it. First thing I noticed when I walked up and saw Mark, he's got the brand new retro 1 Jordans.
He's sizing me up.
I'm a Jordans guy, so I have the retro ones in black and red, and in white and red. And I saw those. I got my email from Champs with the new black and gray ones being released. I didn't jump all over it, and I see him. Now, George, I want to bring you into this. With the physique division, obviously there's some interesting guidelines. You can't be too big, you can't be too lean, so there's a lot of gray area as far as when you're prepping a competitor for this, this division. Now, obviously the judges like Mark's look. They gave him the nod at the first ever Physique Olympia champion. So when he goes into the off season, how do you set goals for a guy who's already pretty much where the judges want him to be when he can't, getting bigger might not play in his favor. When you're working with bodybuilders, it's always, so let's get bigger, let's bring down the waist. But with a physique competitor, coming in leaner might not play to his advantage, coming in bigger might not play to his advantage. So how do you set off-season goals as a trainer for somebody who the judges have already kind of declared this is the look we're going for?
I set the goals, but they're not being No, it is Mark like to eat a lot. And I keep telling him, Mark, we can't get big. Mark, we can't get big. So it's been like a little, basically I'm not just like he said, like his friends, mentor, whatever. I'm also like his eyes. Like I really don't want him to get big, like you said, because if it's not broke, why fix it? This is the package they like. We're going to keep it there. So, I keep telling him, of course, you got to train. Don't be afraid. So he's really, if you see Mark, how he train, you'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. He lift heavy, he squat, he does everything. His legs are striated. He really like busts his butt in the gym, and this is what's gonna separate the champions from the rest. You know what I'm saying? Because I told him, listen, now you're Mr. Olympia. Now you gotta hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? And when we thought about this show, I said, you're the champion of this show. You gotta come and defeat your crown. You know what I mean? It's like an Olympia for us. But go back to your question. What we're trying to do is like, if he gain weights, fine, you know what I'm saying? But you need to remember, it's not like bodybuilding. It's not like I'm gonna go like all out and do all kind of supplementation and stuff. Not like that. Train hard, eat good, and we're lucky if we can gain a pound or 2 a year, you know what I'm saying? This is good. It's not gonna see big difference, You're not, as a matter of fact, I think he's like about a pound lighter from the Olympia, right? Yep. So it's really like not, we're not worried about like gaining size and stuff. We're just gonna try to hang in there. That's the package they like, and that's the package we're gonna keep bringing for now.
Okay, now Mark, one of the things that people don't always talk about a lot with physique competitors, I've discussed it with a handful of bikini and some of the women's physique competitors, is what they're doing in their off-season as far as the weight discrepancy between off-season and competition. Now, George says you like to eat. George is kind of known in the bodybuilding community for the guys he's training, not letting them get too heavy. Do you mind giving us some insight as far as how much your weight fluctuates between your off-season and when you were on stage last year at the Olympia?
In the past, I've been heavier, and the past 2 years, more recently, he's kept me within 10 pounds, 12 pounds, you know, striking distance, you know. And what we're doing is just really trying to like fine tune things, you know, maybe get like a little bit crisper, a little bit sharper with my shape and stuff. So he's, like he said, he's really been the eyes for me. And you know, sometimes, you know, I get excited in the off season and I want to get carried away a little bit. But you know, this is something that I treat very seriously, and you know, we've built this together, and I respect him a lot. So I listen to whatever, you know, protocol or direction he gives me. So yeah, 10, 12 pounds is what I went over, and you know, like he said, we're treating this show like, you know, like an Olympia, and it's a nice setup for me going into the Olympia. You know,
can we expect to see you anywhere between Pittsburgh and the Olympia, or is this kind of the one show that you're using as a warm up for the Olympia?
Our commitment was Pittsburgh and Olympia, and we're happy with that. And we feel confident that that was the best shows for us to do.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap things up here. We're at the athletes check-in meeting. A lot of stuff going on, and I know Mark's got a lot of other people waiting to talk to him. So for David Baye, IFBB Physique Olympia Champion Mark Anthony, and George Farah for MuscularDevelopment.com.